Hello, how are you? I am Stephen Mulhern and this is Tricky TV, the show which likes to make people say...
That's impossible, how'd you do that?
And if you would like to be able to do the impossible too, then make sure you stay watching, because we will show you how. Coming up, I'll show you how to do a great trick where you cut a straw in half and the string inside is still in one piece. A headmaster faces the guillotine and an ever so slightly dangerous big trick. And we take our wicked wind-up cameras to the garden centre to scare people silly with some lifelike statues. Boo. Do you know, it is going to be a top show today. Don't you think so, Camera Keith? Yep. You excited? Yep. You a Muppet? Nearly. OK. Check out this trick. It uses a piece of string and it also uses a straw. Now, what I'm going to do is just feed the string through the straw like this. Feed it all the way through. And you should see the other end come out. There it is. So you can see both the ends of the string going through the straw. Now, just fold the straw in half so you can still see both the ends just there. Also need a pair of scissors, that's handy. And we just cut the string and the straw in half like that. There we are, thanks very much. So you can clearly see the string is in half. But this is the weird thing. You see, if I pull this piece lower, this bit goes shorter. And when I pull this bit lower, this bit goes shorter. So they act as though they're still connected, but you can clearly see they're not. Weird. But now if I want to put the two pieces back together again, I don't need glue or tie knot, no. Just use a bit of magic. Watch. And the string is back together again, like that. Do you know, this is one top trick. And if you stick around, I'll show you how it works. And everyone loves it. It's weird.
How did you do it?
So you can see it's in two bits, yeah? The crowds love this at Chessington World of Adventures, and your mates will love it too when I tell you the secret behind the trick later on.
That is really, really weird.
Ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh. Shh. Ooh, ah, ooh.
I come along to this medieval castle which has lots of historical implements of torture for today's big trick. Now, just over there, that's St John's Primary School. Now, they know they're here to see a trick for today's tricky. What they don't know is what kind. Come with me. I'll tell you what, it's going to come as a bit of a shock, especially for their head of year, Mr O'Callaghan. Hello all! Hello. Now, I know you've seen lots of nasty things today, but do you know what? I've saved the best till last. And it's just under here. Are you ready for this? Get ready. It is the guillotine. Yes, or as they say in France, the guillotine. Now, it is a metre-wide blade that is thrust down at 50 miles an hour. like that. Oh yes. Now, if you imagine, can I give you that, Chris, please? If you imagine that this is someone's head, and that goes in there like that, can you imagine, look? If that was your head, this coming down, look. Ouch. Or as they say in France, ouch. Now, the other big question is, can you write that down, please, Chris? I want a clean cut on this. Where would I find a head? You've got it already! Yes! Mr. Callahan, would you help me out?
Okay.
Okay. Now, I've heard them calling you Mr. O. Is that what they call you? Okay, then, good stuff. As long as I know. If you would get on your knees for me and poke your head through there. That'll be great. That's it. Put your shirt back a tiny bit. We don't want to get that messy.
Thank you. Good kind of you.
There we are. Pop that in there. There you go. Pull your neck back a tiny bit. Good man. This is going very well already. There we are. Now, can I also take your hat off? Is that okay? That's it. Here we go. Yo, Mr. O. Okay. Lock you in place. Just there. By the way, of course, if this works, then, you know, everyone will be happy and you'll be safe, Mr. O.
Good.
But of course, if it goes wrong, then there'll be like no detention, no homework, and no school. Yay! Now, so you know exactly where the blade is at all times. Just going to take these 2 carrots. One goes there, and the other one goes there. And we do take precautions on this show. Oh yes, we do. Look, there's a bucket there.
Thank you.
We've also got a contract as well. But I'll tell you what, you can read that later. I'll just pop that in there.
Cheers.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Right. Good luck. After the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did I say after the count of 2? Right. Now, hang on a second. Let's just take this back up. There you go, Chris. I just need to make sure. Nod your head gently. Are you okay?
Yes.
You are okay. Brilliant. Well, it's now time to get our own back. Let me just get this. Here it comes. There you go, Mr. Callahan. If you'd like to put your head through there. Great stuff. That's it. Now, everybody, do a runner.
Oh, come back. Hello. Hello, come back. Help.
It's now time for an amazing trick where I'm going to try and read somebody's mind. And the brilliant thing is, I'm then going to tell you how it's done. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, these are my friends. We've got 3 boys, of course, and a lovely lady. And we're going to use you for this. Okay, I'm going to try and read your mind. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. What's your name?
Alice.
Good to see you, Alice. Okay, have a look at these cards, guys. Okay, you can see that. And Alice, you can see that they're all different. Very important that you see this as well. It's an ordinary pack of cards, I promise. Alice, just take any card you want, anyone. Just take one out. Okay, have a look at it. Show your friends the card, very important. And also show everybody at home. So show camera Keith. That way everybody at home can see it. And have another look at the card. Make sure you remember it, Alice. It's very important. And your friends can remember it too, just in case you do forget. Take the cards, put your card back inside the pack. That's good. And now put the cards behind you. That way there's no way I can see the card or do anything like that. All right. Okay, I want you to concentrate on your card, okay? I want you to all look at me for a second. That's good stuff. Now, Alice, picture the card in your mind, okay? Picture the card in your mind. Concentrate on it. See, I want you to visualise the card. Make it big, okay? Make it big. Think of it. Do you know it's definitely a red card? Is it a red card? I thought it was a red card. This is good, okay? Now keep thinking of it. It's a low card. It's low in value. It's not a high card. It's low in value. This is good, okay? It's a red card. It's low in value. I'm going to go for it. It's the 2 of hearts.
Yes, it was.
It was the 2 of hearts? It was the 2 of hearts?
Yeah.
Definitely. There you go. I just read Alice's mind, and when you come back, I'm going to tell you how I did it.
Still to come, we take our wicked wind-up cameras to the garden centre, where some statues are going to come to life. So we can scare people silly.
Boo.
I'll show you how to cut the straw and keep the string in one piece. This amazes people. And have a think about how I was able to mind read Alice's card. Don't forget, the secret is on its way.
Just a moment ago, you saw me do an amazing trick where I read somebody's mind. Well, remember I said I'd show you how it was done? Well, now I will. Take a look at the trick from a different angle. Just take any card you want.
So, Alice picks her card and looks at it, but have a look in the distance. That is Natalie from the Tricky team walking by. She looks at the card and sends a text message saying 2 of hearts. But who's she sending it to? No, not to me. To Chris, also from the Tricky team just round the corner. He then climbs up the stepladder and paints the answer on the side of a huge van. Chris speeds off to our location and drives the van right up behind our clueless gang.
Put the pack behind your back. Okay, keep looking up, my man. That's it.
And even though Chris has gone slightly over the top with the size of his message, they still don't see it.
It's the 2 of hearts.
Yeah.
So that's how the amazing mind reading trick works. It's good, isn't it? And it really is tricky. Earlier on, you saw me do a trick with a piece of string and also a straw. And what I did is you can see both ends. I cut the string and the straw like that. And amazingly, the string remained in one piece. You saw how people reacted.
How the heck did you do that?
Do you know, this trick always gets such a good reaction, and you're going to be able to do it too, because I'm now going to reveal the secret. First thing you want to get is obviously a straw, and you need to do something a bit sneaky here and make a crafty cut in the middle, just there like that. Now this gives you a hole in the centre of the straw, which allows you to put the scissors in and make a little slit one side and another slit the other side. Then get a piece of string that's a bit longer than the straw and you're ready to go. You push the string through the straw like that. And also, by the way, a bit of advice, make sure the slit is always facing your body, otherwise you'll give away the trick. When you've got the string inside the straw, fold the straw in half with the slit now in the middle and just tug both ends. Now what this does, this is very clever, it pulls the string through the slit just there. But from the front you can't see this because your fingers are hiding it, okay? From behind it looks like that. You can now cut the straw in half, and the people that are watching the trick will obviously think that the string has been cut in half, but we know it hasn't, because it's just there, okay? If you now pull one end of the string, the other one will go shorter, and likewise, if you pull this one, that one will go shorter. And whenever you're ready to restore the string, just make a magical gesture, whatever you want to do, pull the string, and everyone will think that you put it back together again, using magic. Such a brilliant trick, it's well worth giving it a go. And here is a couple of tricky tips for you. You may notice that I'm using stripy straw, and that's because it disguises the slit. Also, it's really important to practice this in front of a mirror. That way, you'll be able to see where your fingers should be, and more importantly, what your friends are going to see when you do the trick on them. And last thing to remember is make sure there's no one standing behind you. Otherwise, they will clearly see what you're doing. Well, there you have it. You now know the secret to the string and straw trick. So why don't you give it a go on your friends? Because you are now in the secret circle.
They practice hard to become masters of their art. They are the future of magic. They are dedicated to being the best. These are the young magicians. This is Hattie, and she's going to blow you away with a very neat trick.
I have here a trick with 3 balls. 1, 2, 3, and 3 cups. And they're all solid.
OK, now watch closely. One ball is on the middle cup. Hattie snaps her fingers and it melts through, and is now on the table. Here we go again. One ball under the middle cup this time, one under and one on top. Snaps her fingers, and now 2 balls are on the table. Now the final one, this is brilliant. 2 balls are under the middle cup. The 3rd ball goes inside Hattie's pocket. Snaps her fingers, and look.
And the cups are all empty.
At garden centres, you can find all sorts of things to make your garden look great, like plants, fences, pots, and statues. But these statues come to life at the click of your fingers. You see, this is Alex, and this is Dave, and they are 2 of the country's top living statues.
It took hours and hours to transform the lads from flesh and bone to stone.
And they're here to help us with today's wicked wind-up. And to help the wind-up along, I'm pretending to be an assistant here at the garden centre. Now, to make sure that you don't miss any of the action, we've got hidden cameras all over the place. There's one camera here, one over here, and even a tiny little camera up there. The shop's about to open. It's time to get to work.
It's a Sunday morning, so as you can imagine, people are feeling chilled out. They're not expecting a big surprise, and she doesn't like the look of our stone statues. They're situated in the centre of the entrance, so people have to walk right by them. Let's bring Alex to life.
Could walk through this way, madam. We're just cleaning around that way. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This chap's interested.
Is he real? God.
These guys haven't got a clue they're about to get a shock. Now look at the lady in the brown jacket. She likes our statue and goes back to check the price tag. How embarrassing, screaming loudly in a garden centre on a Sunday morning. Even Alex is giggling. Boo.
I definitely want him in my garden.
Let's have a wicked replay. Look at that truffle shuffle. And the best scream of the day, lady in brown jacket.
No, nicely done. Nicely done.
Next time, I show you how to do a great trick where two halves of a piece of chewing gum are put together again using magic. And as we attempt to set a world record for the tallest pile of cards, it can only go wrong for our victims in our wicked wind-up. How can you remove the piece of paper without touching the coin?
If he does it, give me... Oh, William!
You'll find out in Beat the Cheat.
Looks like it's going to be a great show. Now, things don't always go according to plan. Take a look at some of the things that didn't quite make it into today's show. Come on, Dave. Sorry, love. And the other one you want to Now what I do is just fold the straw in half so you can still see both ends. It's now time for an... Oh. I purposely did that. Keith just walloped his head.
Curated.